Here's a question about how to navigate a music career. So Sarah in Arlington, Virginia writes, I'm a musician trying to get my work out for people to hear. It's hard. I see you have a band, but also I see you moved from having a band to becoming a producer and now head of a label. What made you change? Are you happy? So there are two questions there. I'm going to answer the easier question first. Are you happy? Yes. There's something about facilitating other people's art, other people's music, taking someone through the process of making an album and trying to help that process go as smoothly as possible. You know, making an album can be very stressful on the songwriter, the artist, and all the performers. You know, you're creating this thing that is going to be set and people can listen to it over and over and criticize you or tell you that they love it. I mean, you're going to get all sorts of responses. So making an album can be stressful, and I really enjoy taking someone through that process and seeing, once we get to the end of it, the joy that music brings to them and the joy that music brings to other people. So I can genuinely say, yes, I'm happy working for Octave. The other more complex question is what made me change? I was a performer full-time. That's what I did for a living, day in and day out, played shows for a little over a decade. And now I don't really play shows. I don't think I've played a show since before COVID started. And I am an executive producer and director of Octave. So I think, you know, a music career can look all sorts of different ways. When you say music career, that could mean you're a teacher. Maybe you teach music. That could mean maybe you're a songwriter, but you don't really like to perform, and so you're trying to get your songs into other people's hands so they can perform them. Maybe you're this really amazing musician, you don't write songs, you don't sing, and you play in 3 or 4 bands to get enough work to make ends meet. I mean, music career could mean all sorts of things. So my advice to you is to really figure out what it is that you want in music. For me personally, I did love to play live shows and perform for people. But touring and really that lifestyle it's a very particular thing. It's a lifestyle choice. And you know, at a certain point, I kind of wanted to stick around, and I was already booking some music, and I started a festival where I live and worked with a number of venues here to get their music programs going. And I kind of realized I don't really want to be on the road all the time. I'd like to actually book music and facilitate other people and create opportunities for other people to play their music. I still write songs and I still make albums, obviously, but I wanted a little more stability, and I wanted to start a family, which I've done. I have a lovely little 5-month-old. So, you know, for you, it sounds like whatever it means to you to try and get your work out for people to hear. You know, maybe you want to play as many gigs as possible, and you want to play all the bars and stay out till 2 in the morning and have a great party time. You know, maybe you're a party band. Maybe you're a singer-songwriter, and what you really want is to play listening rooms where people actually sit and focus and listen to the music and take it in. And so, you know, maybe you should look for like a house show circuit or something like that. I think, you know, figuring out what it really is that you want to do in music would be the first step, and I think the hardest step. And once you know what that is and you start putting that intention out there and making decisions that will kind of further you on that path, I think opportunities will start opening up for you. So try and get creative. If you're a songwriter and you're wanting more people to hear your songs and you don't necessarily care if you're the one singing them, try to find someone in your community that plays cover songs and see if they'll play something out of your catalog, and more people are going to hear your music that way. So I think just try and get creative. It's hard. I'm going to tell you right now, a career in music, it's not an easy thing, and you give a lot to it, but it is very rewarding. And Sarah, I wish you luck. I hope that people out there are hearing your music, and please send something to me if you have a song. I'd love to hear it. Cheers.